97 FM. Because you love it.
It's before the top of the hour, 4 p.m. Good afternoon to you still. My name is Tonbee. This is Jubilee FM, like I said. Well, we're over Friday Fiesta, but we have, an amazing guest in the building right here. We can't, they have to come. So when they come, you embrace them, you welcome them. And there's a very, very fine gentleman in my front looking at me putting on shades right here. His name is Daso. I hope I got it right. Daso, how are you? I'm doing good. Good to have you on the show. You're looking good, by the way.
I appreciate you too. You too.
What's the gist behind this whole looking good thing? Should I say is small boy big God?
It's prayers, all
prayers,
God,
mama's prayers, Abby. Okay, welcome, Daso. It's good to have you on the show this afternoon. So in case you're listening to us right now, which I know you are listening to, Daso is an artist. He has a song, Jara. I don't know if he's singing the song to a particular girl, or to his mom, or to his fans. I don't know, but he's here to tell us all of the things behind Jara and to tell us more about himself. So, Daso, first of all, let's get to meet you. I know your name is Daso, so maybe introduce yourself to us. Let's get to know you more.
Okay. My name is Daso. I was born in America, but I grew up in Nigeria. I moved back when I was 2. And I started being an artist a year ago. And just recently, I dropped my first single, Jara. And Jara is just one of my first Afrobeat single. I just want to be a feel-good love song that everybody can dance and vibe to. And hopefully you guys tune in and stay in for the journey. I have more in store coming out later this year. Hopefully an album by the end of the year.
All right. Indeed, the world need love. Yeah, honestly, we can't stop talking about love, though.
Especially in Nigeria. Things are tough right now, so let's spread love.
That's true. Now, let's talk about what inspired you to do music, because you said you just started a year ago, right?
Yeah.
So what really, because you might be doing engineering or doing other stuff. Why did you say music? What really inspired you to do music?
For a long time, people always tell me that, oh, you look like an artist, that you have the look. And I was always around people who are in the music industry, whether they were DJs, producers, and just all these creative people. And back then I was doing acting. When I was in uni in New York. And then one of my friends just told me that, why don't you just try music? So like I said, all my friends that were in the creative sector, I just called all my friends who was producer. So, okay, let me come and record. Let me see if I can actually do it. So when I went to his house, recorded, I was like, okay, this is actually mad. So I'm like, okay, now I have to come to Nigeria and do Afrobeat, because Afrobeat is my favorite genre and I know I could do it well. So I came back, recorded, and then when I made Jara, I was like, okay, this is actually something I can really do. Because before, I never even thought I'd be an artist, but God works in mysterious ways, and I'm just happy to be here. Happy to be on Jubilee FM talking to you right now. It's all a blessing.
Indeed. And also, it's good to have such kind of friends, though.
Yeah, it is. It's going to encourage you, because I wouldn't have found it, and I'm happy I did, because I love the whole process, recording, even doing interviews, and just letting people get to know who I am. I'm happy to be here.
All right. So for persons who might be listening and haven't listened to Jara, all right. So what kind of song do you do? Because you make mention of Jara is more like a love song.
Yeah.
Right. Because the world needs love, especially here in Nigeria, like you said. So what kind of song do you do, basically?
I feel like you can get different vibes from my music. As you stay tuned to me as an artist, Daso, you'll find I make different sounds, different music for different vibes. But the first one I dropped was a love song, the feel-good song that you can sing along to, enjoy. It's really just a sweet song. If you like sweet music, you like Jara. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I just started on. And as you stay tuned, you hear the different sounds I have. You can hear some Afro beats, Afro pop, just different things. I'm still experimenting and creating new things as I go.
All right, that's beautiful. So let's move on, because as you know, we work with time, yeah?
Yeah.
So what has been the most challenging part of your journey so far? Like you said, you started last year. And I know for upcoming artists, it's not really easy, whether you're here in Nigeria, whether you're in the US. There's so many challenges that people face, whether an artist or an actor. So for you, you've been upcoming. What has been, the most challenging thing for you? Like you being Daso.
Honestly, I think the hardest part has been promotion, trying to get people to know who I am and listen to the music. Because recording and the interviews it can be challenging depending on your personality, but I haven't had too much of an issue with that. It's really just trying to push the music and let people listen and engage and want to follow. I think that's the most challenging part, just trying to get people's attention. Because like you said, so many artists in Nigeria right now, so to capture people's attention to your music is really, I'd say, the biggest challenge that I face personally.
Oh, okay, that's good. Anyways, let's move to other questions that I really want to ask. Here in Nigeria, the mentality that we have. We're Africans, we're black, proud.
As
No
we should
doubt
be.
about it. I mean, come on now. My shoulders are high. So let's for parents who you've lived in the US, their thinking is quite different from us here in Nigeria, where if their child wants to be, anything, they say, "Oh, I'll support you. You're my child. I love you." But here, so when you tell parents that, "Mommy, I want to do music, sha," sometimes the eye that your parents will look at you and say, "Music, Kini." No, I didn't hear it. Say that you want to do music. So, for most parents, not all. Some are very supporting, regardless of the career the children chooses. So, for you, how did your parents take it when you told them that, your friends pushed you and you really liked it after the outcome, and then you say you want to do music? How did they take it? Were they likely? Did they take it likely? And how did they really react to it? Were they in support of your music career?
Honestly, it was actually a great reaction. I was even surprised myself. But before I bring anything to my parents as a Nigerian, you have to make sure it's good. So I was like, okay, if it's good, they'll support it. And when they heard Jara, they knew that, okay, I'm actually serious about this thing because it's good. It's not like I'm just wasting time and wasting money. But I also feel like my parents are also creatives as well. And
Yeah.
I think for my mom, I think she was a creative as well. But with Nigerian thing, she wasn't able to express that creativity because her parents. So I don't think she even wanted to put that on her own children. So she was very supportive, and she's still very supportive. And even telling all her friends that my song is out, video, all that WhatsApp group, everything. You know how Nigerian parents are now. But they've been very supportive, and I'm just grateful for them, honestly.
Okay, that's good. Let's give a round of applause for your parents, because
Yeah.
not all will support and say, my child wants to do music, let me go ahead and support. Not all, but this one is for your parents. Now, let's go straight to Jara. I don't know what Jara means in Yoruba, but most of the time when I want to buy something, I usually tell the person selling, I say, madam, you know how Jara? So let's talk about Jara. What really inspired you to do Jara, to sing the song? Like, were you singing for a girl? Were you singing because you wanted to get something here in Nigeria? And Juma asked you, should I put Jara? Or how did you come about Jara?
I feel like Jara means extra. I think it's like a word that we all use in Nigeria. And
Yeah.
for the song, I'm trying to tell my girl that I'll give you good love and Jara, whatever you want, I'll buy it. If you want bag, if you want me to take you out, flowers, everything. Jara, because I want my babe to feel love, you know what I'm saying? And we all know nice babes, they like to be spoiled.
Yeah.
So if it's Jara you want, I'll give you Jara.
You give her extra.
Extra,
Not
love
just the
and
Jara,
Jara.
but extra of it.
Everything.
So that's how you came about the Jara.
You can even see the Jara in the video. If you watch the music video is out on YouTube now.
All right, let's talk about the video since you made mention of the video, because I wanted to come to, the video, but let's talk about it since you mentioned, shooting video is one of the major challenges most artists have when they release song, but the shooting process for person when not get money, let me go pigeon. It will be difficult because recording your song is another expenses, and then trying to get a video so that people can even vibe more to the song and watch TV, and then they see the song playing on TV. So what was it like shooting your first music video as an upcoming artist? You listen to most of the artists, upcoming, they only have songs but don't have videos because, like I said, most people are fighting with the money issue. No money, no sponsor. But you dropped Jara. You did not just end there. You gave the song Jara. That's extra. So you went to, do a video of Jara. So what was it like for you? That's your first video, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's my first first song, and I felt like I needed to drop the video with the song as well, just to have a better reach to people, just so they can put a face to the music as well. 'Cause I feel like there's a lot of problem that artists have, that there's no face to their music. So I just want to put everything out there and have a greater reach to people. But in terms of recording the video, it was actually quite fun. Like I said, I used to act before, so I didn't really have any problems in front of the camera. But you learn a lot of things as you go, like the things that go into it. But I was even lucky to have a good team and people behind me to even make this video possible. Because, like you said, with expenses and everything, it is more difficult. Not just beans like it looks like on TV.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes.
Sure.
Even the planning took us like months of planning just to even shoot for 2 days. But it's a lot of work that goes into it. But I enjoyed it and I can't wait to shoot more in the future.
All right. So, by the way, if you're just tuning, this is Jubilee FM. We're talking to Daso, and he's here to talk about Jara. And from now on, you're going to be listening to Jara on Jubilee FM. So yes, if you have a girlfriend, play for her. If you have a boyfriend, even side chick, I don't know, but sugar boy, whatever it is, play them for Jara. Tell them to listen to Jara. So yes, so anytime you're on Jubilee, you always get to listen to Jara. But let's move into to other questions. Like, as an artist, there's a tendency that you definitely will feature someone, maybe now, later, or in the future. And I'm sure you have, people that you like and people that you, in your mind, you've been wishing to have this person to have a collabo with you, right? So let's talk about 3 artists you would love to feature. Let's say, if you have the opportunity, Wizkid is here, Big Wiz, all the superstars, and we, or maybe God, not we, God give you the opportunity and says, well, choose any 3 artists you want to work with internationally, Nigeria. Who will this artist be? What are we talking about? 3 of them.
That's a tough question. I want to work with Ashake. I feel like me and Ashake could make a great song. I feel like our sound will go well together and we'll do great stuff. I think Ashake is definitely one. I also want to work with Simi. I think Simi has a great voice and I feel like we could create something very beautiful. Like a nice Nigerian song that everybody can enjoy. I even play at weddings, whatever. Like just a nice Nigerian song. And then last, I'll say Thames. Thames is doing amazing things in Afrobeats in the world.
Yeah.
And I feel like we'll be able to create a lot of great music that people will love and just vibe to. Because Thames make that vibe music that not just Nigerians love, but like all over the world.
True.
So I think that would be a great one.
So you made mention of Thames, Simi, and you made mention of Ashake. But if you listen to these 3 artists, Ashake is different. Ashake is different from Simi, and Simi is different from Thames. Their sounds, basically, they're all different. Like you made mention of Thames, who a sound is not really nice. Sure, if you not listen, go ahead. So it's both for internationally and Nigeria. Those who vibes our song, people like us. I do listen to Thames, by the way, and Ashake. Their songs are different. But you said you chose this person because you can easily flow with this kind of person.
Yeah.
Because if you listen to Ashake, his songs is, like I mentioned, it's quite different from Simi and Thames. So why did you choose these people? I was expecting to get something from Burna, Big Wiz, Davido, Kiss Daniel, but you made mention of Ashake and 2 ladies, Simi and Thames. What are your reasons?
Like you said, all their sounds are different, but that's what I was even trying to explain. Like I think I have different sounds that I'm able to pull from. So like the kind of music I make with Ashake is very different from what I'll make with Simi or Thames. So if you stay tuned to me and the music I plan to drop to town, you see the different versions and sounds I'm able to create. So I think that's why it would work well. I think Ashake will give you that Nigerian feel that Nigerians can vibe to. Thames, like a nice vibey up, like upbeat type of music that I feel we could make. And then Simi, me and Simi's voice is just complements my voice as well, I feel like.
Oh, that's good. Well, let's move on to next question. Daisho, what do you have in store for us over the next years? Of course, it's not going to be Jara alone, right? I'm sure the maybe other songs, whether love song or whether song for those who have been broken before, and then you want to use those songs to say, if you have been heartbroken, listen to this one so it can mend your heart. You'll not be thinking too much. So, but aside Jara, what other things do you have in store for, us, radio station, us, your fans? What should we be expecting from you aside Jara?
that is just the beginning, but I still plan on dropping more songs in the future that will lead up to a project. So I'll probably have a couple more songs by the end of the year, hopefully a project done before the year is done. But just stay tuned. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter. My Instagram is it's Daso, ITSDASO, or on Twitter, Daso Music, DASO Music.
All right. Okay, you've heard from Daso. So let's talk about the future, right? Because I'm sure we all have plans for ourselves. You have plans for yourself.
For
I have
sure.
plans for myself, right? So in the next 5 years, where do you see yourself? Whether as an artist, but where do you see yourself as Daso? Like in the next 5 years?
Honestly, next 5 years, I still expect to be making music, but right now I'm just trying to focus on creating the best music I can, putting out the best work I can, and just seeing how far it will take me. Honestly, I hope to be one of the best, if not the best, in Nigeria in
True.
the next 5 years. But I'm just gonna keep working towards that goal. So I want to be one of the best in Nigeria, if not the best.
I thought you're going to say you're going to bring Grammy or something because that's what
If,
I've been hearing
if
since.
that's what being the best comes with, then it's there. Everything, carry it. Even Oscar, will figure it out.
All right. So because of time, so we can also play the song before we wrap up. The final, okay, not really the final question, but what are your picks for top 5 most iconic Nigerian songs? Most iconic, meaning
Iconic.
that it's not gonna be just any song that not all songs are just any sha. So if you're an artist listening to me, your song is good though. I hail you, but what are your top 5 picks? Top most 5 most iconic Nigerian songs.
I'm gonna have to go Taboo by Wandeko, on Anoti by MI, Lagbaja Kunku Below. Number 4, I'm gonna go Ojo Elegba by Whiskey. And then number 5, I'm gonna go Dami Duro by Davido.
Anytime, any day. That song is a
Yeah.
banger.
It was just iconic, just coming up on the scene with that jam, iconic.
All right, so you've heard from Daso, and he said Konko Below by Lagbaja, Whiskey to Jualegba, Anoti by MI, Dami Duro, right?
Yeah,
by
Dami Duro.
Davido. And there's this one song again, Wande Cole. You made mention of Wande Cole as well. So those are good songs. They're good. They're good.
Iconic.
Iconic indeed. So let's get your final words. What do you have to say for people listening to you or young artists like you as well, who don't have the opportunity as you have? You have support system, but not everybody is like you who have support system. They're just struggling themselves to, try to record one song at a time. But for persons like that, what do you have to tell them?
Honestly, I'll say just keep trying the best. Just do the best you can. 'Cause that's the only thing you can really do. And just keep hoping, keep praying. Try and create the best team you can behind you. But always give your best. Don't ever second guess yourself. If you truly believe that something is great, try everything you can to achieve that. Honestly, to all aspiring artists, just keep trying your best.
All right, so let's get to your no, before we do content details. I don't know if you really want to be or really like to be signed to any, record label. There's so many record labels that we have in Nigeria. Or you just want to be an independent artist. I don't know, but let me ask you, Daso. So if you, let's say a record label calls you and they say, oh, I listened to you and you're good. I want to have you. Not Misha, I'm just using an example. They want to have you in their record label. Which would you, if you have to wish for, which record label would you really, really would be like to sign into?
I don't really have like a dream record label or anything, but any label that likes the music and sees the vision and wants to reach out, I'm definitely open to it as long as everything aligns in terms of vision and goal. I'm happy to sign to a label that will do the best for me and like will have the same vision for me. I don't really have like a dream label I want to sign to, but whoever comes and makes sense, I know God will provide the right one for me.
No, that's good. So if you're listening, maybe you're the God sent YBNL, Mavens, or whatever, or Johnson World, whatever it is. But you're open, Sha.
I'm very open.
Okay,
Open.
no problem. And you've heard from him. They sure said it with his mouth. Well, let's get your contact details in case they want to, contact you and say, I heard what you said, bro. I'm gonna holla. So let's get your contact details. How do they reach you if they really want to, have you and then you sign your papers?
Okay, you can follow me on Instagram at itsdaso, itsdaso. You can follow me on TikTok at its.daso, its.daso. On Twitter is Daso Music, DASOMUSIC. And that's everything.
Let's get it again because
Yeah, so one more
they may
time.
not get it. So maybe you read it again.
On Instagram, you can follow me at itsdaso, itsdaso. On TikTok, it's its.daso, its.daso. And you can follow me on Twitter at Daso Music, DASOMUSIC.
All right. Anyways, we've heard from Daso. It's been amazing, an amazing time on the show this afternoon. Getting to hear from Daso, talking to him telling us all about Jara, what came about Jara, the kind of music he does, his 5 most iconic Nigerian songs, and 3 artists he would like to feature. So we've had almost everything from Daso. Thank you so much for being part, and we look forward to having you here next time when you drop another single.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here. You are a great host. I appreciate it.
Chai, let me.
You sabi work, you sabi.
I'll go and testify. Don't worry. It is the Lord's doing anyways. I'll leave in the hands of Jara.
Jubilee 99.7 FM. Because you love it.